Hey everybody, and welcome to the Indie Guy. I'm the Indie Guy, Jonathan Moody, and I'm here to talk to you guys about my thoughts on Redbox versus Amazon Prime versus Netflix versus Hulu versus old school, video stores and stuff. So let's go right into it. First of all, I want to talk about how when I first started getting into movies when I was a young kid, I would go to the video store. Our local video store is called Video Update, and then it changed to Movie Scene when Video Update, I guess, went out of business. I don't know if you guys ever had a Video Update by your house, but that was our local, chain or whatever before we got Blockbuster. Way before we got Blockbuster. But anyway, I would go in there and I would see all these awesome horror movies and stuff that I never watched, because back when I was a kid, I was too chicken shit to watch horror films, which is really funny that I became a horror film director. And it's kind of ironic. But I would never watch them, but I would see all these really cool covers, and I remember specific ones, and I was like, oh, that looks scary, or that looks really cool. I'd watch that, things like that. I never did. So when they went out of business and stuff, I guess maybe 2004 or 5 or whatever, when I started getting into horror, I started buying some, but I couldn't buy all of them. So I'd rent a bunch of them on DVD or VHS, and really much on VHS back then. I think DVD had pretty much stolen my heart. And so I would rent these movies and I would watch whatever, but I'd mainly watch the mainstream stuff. I didn't really get into the indie stuff till maybe 2008. And then I really started getting into that. So it was really a lot of fun, being able to go into a store. I know they still have a few video stores, around. But mainly it's, mainly your choices are streaming services or Redbox. And Redbox, I hate to say it, but they have hardly any good independent titles. The only independent titles that they have, I just saw that they have this movie called The Bride that's coming out, and I read the synopsis of it, and I'm like, these are the movies that are going into Redbox. It sounds horrible. I may review it someday just to see, but basically it sounds awful. It sounds, this woman dies, this Apache woman dies, and then she, her ghost goes into the body of another woman who died. I'm like, why not just have the Apache woman come back? What? I didn't understand why it had to go into the body of somebody else who's already dead when it's already. I don't get it. But apparently, I guess it's a fresh body. I don't know. That's why I want to review it. I want to watch it. I want to see what my thoughts on that are. But that's coming out, I think, next week or something on Redbox. So, but it's those kind of movies are getting picked up. And so I saw that today on Redbox. I was actually looking to see if some of my friends' movies are coming out on Redbox, and they're not. And I'm like, okay, so I wonder what it takes to get on Redbox. And then I remember when Netflix started their streaming service, they had so many independent films you could stream, and I was so excited about that. And now we have a few independent films on Netflix, but it's really, seldom, and they have to be more mainstream stuff, like The Asylum, which is, they're the most mainstream indie production company right now, doing horror. If you think about it, they're, at first I thought they were going to be Trauma, but then the Sharknado movies kind of took off, and they have become movies that people now actually watch sci-fi for these particular silly little Sharknado or Mega Shark or those things like that. So, anyway, trying to think of Hulu Hulu really doesn't have any, I don't think. They look like mainly mainstream stuff. They used to have their Criterion, which wasn't independent, but was kind of cool. Did have some independent titles. Like, I remember Chasing Amy was part of a Criterion, but I don't... It was weird, you know? But, yeah, all in all, Amazon Prime is... If you want to go and find some really fun, low-budget horror films and stuff, and indie productions, go to Amazon Prime and get that account, because they have a lot of indie films. If you're not really into indie films, I don't know why you're checking out my channel, because really that's all I'm going to be mainly talking about. I'm going to talk about some, I'm going to do some reviews of some more mainstream stuff that maybe seem a little indie. Do you want to check out Rob Zombie's 31, and I want to check out a few other titles that aren't indie, and I may review them, even though like have like Mainstream Monday or something where I talk about the more mainstream stuff, or you know, actually that sounds like a kind of cool idea, so I may start doing that on Monday. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just I wanted to kind of talk about Redbox and how shitty their indie selection is. You know, which I'm kind of disappointed, because like Redbox is the closest thing to like a video store that we have in Williamsburg, because you actually have to go out there and rent it, and it's only like it's $1.50. Originally it was $1, then it got up to $1.50, and in a couple years it'll be $2 for a DVD and $3 for a Blu-ray or whatever, and people aren't going to want to do that anymore. They'd rather just go and buy these streaming services for $8, which once again I think they all keep going up in price. Movie tickets are going up in prices. I mean, everything just eventually, the economy is just going to be too bad. Like, we're not having our, you know, I don't know. It's getting annoying, but hopefully things will start getting back to normal soon. I would love to see prices go down, but like how gas prices have, you know, go up and down. I'd love to see like Redbox prices go down or whatever. You know, that's probably never going to happen, but it'd be nice if it did. Well, anyway, I wanted to just also let you guys know what the whole day today is going to be, because this is a happy Wednesday, and so I've got two other videos I'm going to do. One's going to be a review of the Possession Experiment, and another one I hope is going to be an unpackaging. And I'm also going to talk about indie films that are out or coming out and available. So if you have an indie project you'd like me to talk about on here, please send me a message, send me an email to theindie, INDIE, guy, GUI1, at gmail.com, and I will be happy to check out what your project's about and kind of let people know about it and promote it. And if you want to send me a screener or or want to send me a DVD, I love DVDs, please send me them. I want to add them to my collection. I love screeners, especially ones that are very hard to get. I've got a screener of Loop. It's a movie called Loop, and a screener of Loop, and it's a really good movie, and apparently it's hard to find now, so I'm very happy to have it for the rest of my life. I will not part with it, especially now that I know that it's going to be hard to find. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for checking this out. If you guys have any any questions or anything like that, please leave them in the comments below, or email me, or tweet at me at the indie, INDIE _guy at that for both Twitter and Instagram. Anyway, it's been one heck of a day. Possession Experiment review should be up around, I want to say 2 o'clock, so check that out. And then the other one should be up around 5 or 6 o'clock. So, and that'll be the last one. Plus, I'm going to be In the meantime, I've got, I think, 3 more videos I got to re-upload, and after that, we are done. So, alright, well, have a great day, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. See ya. Bye.